Welcome back to the channel, folks. We got a good one for you today, as Steve Harvey would always say. But anyway, what we've got going on is we need to get rid of those window frames up there to make it kind of like that, so we can start figuring out how we're actually going to get our other camper windows, just like the ones that are over here, mounted. So let's go time lapse. I guess I should go ahead and let everybody know that I've already pre-drilled this one. I just never popped it out. So this one's going to be pretty quick. But on the next one, that's when we'll start doing the drilling. Oh, hey, there you are. All right. Hurt. All right, no pain, no gain. One that came out so much easier than the last one. Oh boy, we're good. Boom. What the stuff is, it's still working out good. If you know what this stuff is, comment down there. No, I never talk about that stuff, but really hope that I didn't hit the button. Go down there and look and make sure that we're still recording. All right, so we're still good, still recording. Really weird talking to the camera sometimes, but you know, I don't really talk about myself all that much, but I've been boating since I was 10. This is my, let's see, fifth boat to redo. Let's see, the first one would have been the one that I traded for a generator. That was like a, you know what year it was. Probably throw some pictures up here in a minute. But like a 16-foot fiberglass tri-hole I got for 60 bucks. Got one at $110, and back in the day is like zero money. And got the guy down to 60 bucks. And I thought, man, $50. But you know, $50 back then would have been in 2009, something like that. And that was a bunch of money, but anyway, I got him down and drove out, picked it up. That wasn't the right boat that I needed. It needed a lot of work. And actually, now that I think about it, that wasn't the same boat that I ended up redoing. That was just the boat that I ended up taking off of there and using the trailer. No, that's all right. I ended up getting a different boat and then selling that boat. That's right. Yeah. And got a different boat because it had a 25 horsepower motor on it that the guy wanted to trade me for a generator, so I traded the generator for that, and it was running. It didn't run that great, had to work with the needle valves and stuff, but got it going. I'll probably put a video to that here in a second, maybe a little clip. And got that one going. Ended up taking that one down to the stringers. In hindsight, I probably should have redone the stringers, but my dumb butt, being new to refurbishing stuff, basically just cleaned out the inside of the fiberglass, and there was enough fiberglass on there that was solid, so I just threw some plywood down on top of it, put a floor down, and I used it. Took it out. The transom, I got a video, I don't know if a video of that. The transom would go like this. I was like, oh, that's scary. And so, yeah, didn't know too much about that. Because I'd always grown up on either a houseboat or we had a ski nautique for years. And so never had other projects, had built many things, all kinds of stuff. Was in the process of renovating a house, but just didn't know anything about transoms on boats because never had an outboard boat, always inboard. And anyway, just worked on that for a while. Ended up putting a fishing deck on it and stuff. Used that for a good 4 or 5 years. But in the process of doing all that, I ended up getting on Craigslist back in the day when Craigslist was still useful. You know, get on Craigslist anymore. The Facebook Marketplace, but found a guy who wanted to trade me a 65 horse. It's actually on this boat right now. For the 25 horse, like straight up. So I drove out to, I believe it was Mount Juliet, Tennessee. Traded that guy up and put it on the boat. Man, what a world of difference! World of difference. Yeah, I've had that. I've had that motor for shoot, almost 16 years, 17 years, something like that. Wow, 15 years, yeah. That's crazy. Only in trading the impeller on it once. That's kind of dumb. But yeah, gave him the manual. Actually, didn't give me the manual that day. Sent it to me, mailed it to me. So shout out to you, dude. I don't know what your name was. So if you're watching, comment down below and let me know if that was you. And if I ever make stickers or merch or something for this, if this takes off, then I'll shoot you something. But yeah. Fun times. So did that one. And then once we moved from East Nashville to where we live now, this being in East Nashville just because of the river, the Cumberland River, you can put in over there at Shelby Park and just go straight downtown. Literally, we would put the boat in, run up to where Opryland is. You guys know where Nashville is and all that good stuff, but Opryland, we run up to where the bridge is, the pedestrian bridge. Just turn the boat off, get in the middle of the river, and just float all the way down, and barely used any fuel at the time, right? So me and my wife would do that, and a lot of fun. But yeah. So I ended up having that boat until we moved up to Hendersonville. And then it's like, you know what? I need a bigger boat. I want a Luna boat, something I could pull up on the shore. And even though I didn't care about that boat because I only had not very much money in it, I wanted something that is deeper, bigger, everything else. And so I found a boat for $400 with the trailer. This boat right here. You can't see it, but it's got the cover on it. $400 with the trailer, roller trailer, which I freaking hate. But actually, he wanted $450. I showed up with $400. I forget the old guy's name, but he said, "What would you do if I would have taken it?" So I guess I would have gone home. But he had a rather large property, and I think he was just messing with me. But long story short, brought the boat home and refurbished that. Built it up, had to put stringers in there, which didn't have stringers or any of that stuff in it. So I ended up taking PVC pipe and making my own stringers. I want everything to be composite. I didn't want to have any rot or any of that kind of stuff in it. So did that. Works well. Been working well for over 10 years. Taking it out in the saltwater down to Panama City. Been down to St. Andrews Park and gone around the bay and all that good stuff. So that was a lot of fun. But yeah, I mean, at first I kind of doubted it, but it works great. It's got a huge front end on it, big deep V front hole. Works out great. So anyway, did that and put floors in it, cut floors, and I put deck over. Took all the parts off that other boat and made it work. So it worked out great. Then after that, bought a deck boat, 1995 sport deck. I think that's what it was, sport deck, 19.5 foot deck boat, and had 140 horsepower Evinrude on the back of it. And could never really get that motor to run right, but when it did run right, it would scoot, do somewhere around 40. But redid the entire interior of that. Learned how to sew. I actually learned how to sew before that, back when I had the Nautique. Used my grandmother's sewing machine and redid the back seat of that one. But anyway, that translated into me being able to redo the whole interior of the deck boat. Turned out really good. Missed that boat. Wish I still had it, but as you can see from, or maybe piece together from all these videos, I don't have a whole lot more room back here, and I'm pretty sure I'm on thin ice with my neighbors, but no HOA, so we're good. So did that one, and then had a Sea-Doo. It would have been a Sea-Doo shuttlecraft. Got that and redid the interior on that one, so that turned out pretty good. Ended up selling that and sold the Nautique too, and we ended up buying another shuttlecraft right after we got this boat. My wife wanted something, and so we got that. Ended up getting a jet ski that didn't run at the time, got it to run. It runs amazing. It's got the 787 motor in it instead of the 717, so it runs super good. Red, it looks so much better than the actual other jet ski that I got my wife, which is a 2020. So both of those are 2020s, but the red one is the GTX, and the GTS that we have is purple, and it just doesn't look as good, but it runs great, but not as fast. But anyway, got that to run, and then now we have this one. So is that 1, it's 2, that's 3. Oh, I can't even count. Anyway, that's a bunch of boats. So now we're on this one. People keep saying, you know, once you get this one done, you're going to sell it. No, I want to keep this one forever. Say that now, but watch me sell it. Bingo, bango. What's up? So we'll just caulk on that. Money in the bank. Go to the side. Dunzo. This is Steven. If you're watching, you can have this glass, my man. It doesn't break right here. Nope, didn't break. Well, the other side was a little bit easier because it was warm. Get the torch. A little fire. Whatever that stuff was, it lasted since 1959, and I'm gonna call that a wrap.